Planning to take a trip to the land down under? Well, you've come to the right place because I'm sharing the best spots in Sydney that will fill your itinerary to the brim. From Sydney Opera House to wildlife expeditions and everything in between, here are the top 9 must-visit destinations in Sydney, Australia. At the 9th spot, we have the iconic Sydney Opera House. When you think of Sydney, this is probably what you're picturing in your head. The distinguishable sail-like structures have become the symbol of the city and Australia as a whole, making it one of the greatest architectural works of the 20th century. Now, it's considered a World Heritage Site, and its masterful presence continues to wow tourists from all over the world. Apart from its innovative design, the Opera House plays a key role in Sydney's cultural development, and here's why. It first opened its doors in 1973, just when the city's community engagement and cultural discovery were starting to flourish. Now, more than 5 decades later, the Opera House continues to stand as the center for performing arts and a venue for concerts, operas, ballets, and theater plays. Over 1 million people come here every year to enjoy one of the many, many shows. So, if you plan on visiting the city from September to October 2024, you can book a ticket for productions like Andrew Lloyd's Weber's Sunset Boulevard or Great Opera Hits of 2024. Next up, we have the Sydney Harbour Bridge. This bridge opened in 1932, and its primary purpose was to make transportation from Sydney to its northern suburbs more convenient. It spans around 500 meters, or 1,650 feet, which makes it one of the longest steel arch bridges in the whole wide world. While you can enjoy it from afar, there's actually a way for you to climb to the top. Just keep in mind that the package for this experience might be a little bit on the pricey side. There's one climb that takes you all the way to the summit and back. It takes around 3 hours to complete, but you'll get the most majestic city views. On average, you'll pay around $300 per adult and around $175 per child. The price also differs if you book a weekday or weekend excursion. As you can expect, the weekend rates are more expensive. But if you ask me, is it worth it? My answer would be a resounding yes. This is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Your stories and memories will be priceless in the end. If you think climbing the Sydney Harbour Bridge exhilarating, you'll love this next one. Bar 83 is located in Sydney Tower, and it soars 83 levels above ground, making it Sydney's highest bar. It features a nostalgic 70s retro decor with floor-to-ceiling window panels, allowing you a clear view of the busy cityscape all the way to the Blue Mountains. The bar's open from 12 noon to 11 p.m. on Sundays and Mondays to Thursdays. And on Fridays and Saturdays, it's open until 12 midnight. That means you can drink curated cocktails and vibe with the DJ to your heart's content. Besides the unrivaled view and atmosphere, the house specialties are top-notch. I recommend starting with a sweet sour euphoria, which is a mix of gin, vanilla, pomegranate, and lime. It's garnished with basil, giving it that sweet yet refreshing taste. Another option is to go for the Helios Flare. This one has notes of orange, passion fruit, mango, and lime spiked with chili-infused tequila for an added kick. Besides the drinks, the food is a must-try too. Elevate the entire dining experience by ordering the warm marinated olives and, of course, the East 33 Sydney Rock Oyster. They're the perfect pairings for your beverages. If you're a tequila enthusiast like me, dropping by Cantina Okay should be a part of your itinerary. Just keep an eye out for it because this itty-bitty bar is squeezed into a repurposed one-car garage in Council Place. Cantina Okay first opened its doors in 2019 and quickly became the star of Sydney's bar scene, earning the title Micro Mezcal Mecca. By 2022, it was listed as one of the world's 50 best bars. And you want to know why? Its shelves are always stocked with hand-sourced, hand-imported, and handmade agave spirits. Their margaritas and cocktails are world famous, and each one is served with hand-pressed limes and hand-shaven ice. Since everything is made by hand, no two drinks are exactly alike. Just think, for an average of $16, you'll be able to drink beverages that are one of a kind when you visit this drinking hotspot. Cantina Okay is truly a one-in-a-million find, and you'd be missing out big time if you skip on this hidden gem. If you're a nature lover who enjoys exploring greenery, discovering new plant species, or simply admiring colorful flowers, the Royal Botanic Gardens is the place for you. Here you'll find a treasure trove of gardens, flora, ferns, and trees. Then, if you want a more in-depth tour, you can book guided walks or private buggy rides around the area. If you select a guided walk, you'll have about an hour and a half to stroll the gardens, take pictures, and ask the friendly guide some questions. The tour is by donation only, but if you want to book this package for a private group, additional fees may apply. There's another tour you can book that gives you a behind-the-scenes look into the Glasshouse collection. It takes place every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, and you'll spend about an hour and 45 minutes roaming around the grounds with a knowledgeable guide. As of October 2024, the price for this package is $25 per person. Then, once you get tired from all the walking, you can stop by one of the cafes and restaurants to grab a bite. Australia is known for its wildlife, so of course you can't visit Sydney without having a personal encounter with its animals at Tanga Zoo. Spanning 70 acres, or about 28 hectares, this zoo features an incredible collection of 4,000 animals. Because of this, the grounds are divided into different habitats. For instance, if you want to check out native species like koalas, dingoes, kangaroos, and emus, you have to head over to Nuradea, Australia. Then, if you want to see creatures that slither, crawl, and jump, go to the Amphibian and Reptile Conservation Centre, or ARC for short. Here, you'll get an up-close encounter with about 42 unique animals, like the tuataras, inland taipans, corroboree frogs, alligator snapping turtles, and more. One of my favorite destinations in the zoo is the Great Southern Oceans. This is where you'll get to see Australia's diverse ocean life and meet adorable sea lions, penguins, and long-nosed fur seals. Once you've had enough of the viewing experience, you can wander to the Seal Theatre to watch the seals perform for wild presentation. This attraction is always an instant hit. There are a lot more habitats to visit, but I'm leaving that for you to explore on your own. So, if you're ready for a wildlife adventure like no other, buy your tickets online. Now, Tanga Zoo is a cashless zoo. And just to give you an idea about the price range, an adult general admissions ticket is $47.70, while a ticket for a child of ages 4 to 15 is $27.90. If you plan on visiting the zoo as a family, you can buy family tickets and save up to 20%. So, be sure to check their website for more information. Can't have enough of Sydney's magnificent wildlife? Then, make your way to the Sea Life Sydney Aquarium. This attraction gives you access to unique marine aquatic environments that accommodate more than 4,000 animals from over 300 various species. This is by far the world's largest variety of aquatic life. And as much as I want to introduce each one, it'll take us the whole day. So, instead, here's a little teaser of what you can expect. Prepare to discover popular species like sharks, penguins, jellyfish, ocean fish, and tropical reef fish, as well as more nuanced creatures you might have never heard of before. These include dugongs, red rock cod, crown of thorns starfish, and giant shovel-nose ray. If you want to get a closer look at the wobbly penguins, you can journey through the Penguin Expedition Zone via an immersive boat ride that comes free with every ticket you purchase. Now, if you're daring enough to plunge into a pool full of sharks, give the Shark Dive Extreme a shot. This is a rare opportunity for you to dive among gray nurse sharks, giant stingrays, and many more aquatic predators. The price for this experience is around $269, and only adults and kids above 14 years of age are eligible. The slots run out fast, so you better book in advance to secure your spot. Otherwise, the general ticket price for the aquarium is $51 per adult, $38 for a child, and $41 for seniors and students. On top of admiring the sea life Sydney has to offer, you also can't miss their delicious seafood. And there's no better place than St. Peter. St. Peter was once located in Oxford Street, but recently they moved to the Grand National Hotel. Led by chef Josh Nyland, the restaurant provides groundbreaking dishes and follows revolutionary approaches to feature the ocean's finest. From dry aging and using eyeballs for tuna Wellington to preparing a charcuterie board filled with fish butchery, there's really no shortage of interesting plates and culinary presentations at this fine dining establishment. So far, I've taken you around the city of Sydney to visit popular tourist attractions and discover some of the city's well-kept secrets. I can rave on and on about the wonders of Sydney, but there's only so much we can fit into our itinerary. Are you ready to see which attraction made it to the top of the list? I'll give you 5 seconds to make a guess and sound off in the comments section below. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Did you guess it correctly? At the number 1 spot, we have Bondi Beach. Sydney is teeming with incredible beaches, and if there's one beach you need to go to before you leave the city, it's definitely Bondi Beach. This beachside neighborhood is a dream, nestled amidst the bustling social scene and exceptional eateries. Because of this, it's not only a hit among tourists but locals too. It's very close to the city, so if you ever need a break from the metropolis, you can take a side trip to this beach, watch the sunrise, witness early morning surfers surf the waves, and take a dip in the ocean or the famous Bondi icebergs. Once the sun sets, the neighborhood's nightlife comes alive, so you can grab a drink at a nearby bar or shop for designer goods at a boutique. Whatever you choose to do, rest assured that your day from morning till night will be filled with so many activities in Bondi Beach. As a city of iconic attractions, crazy wildlife, interesting gastronomic scenes, and fun beaches, Sydney will be a destination you won't soon forget. So, out of these 9 attractions, which one are you most excited about? I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, you'll love this next one.